Hello fellow mobile warriors, it's MyTyme here looking at MyNBA2K16. This could be my first episode from being a complete newbie at MyNBA2K15. I have played a few games here now and I'm actually going to come and answer some of the questions which seem to be floating around. I'm going to show you what certain things do. Okay, first thing I'm going to address, foil cards. What are foil cards? Now I will have to go to my cards to show you. And as you can see here, I have a Devin Booker. Sorry, it is 3:30 AM here, so there's going to be plenty of mistakes coming up. Now, notice this card. He's got 88 offense, 77 defense, 80 rebound, and 83 playmaking. Okay. He also has 2 pluses. Now, I'll come to those. A specialization on rebound and playmaking. If I, however, go down to his non-foil version, the foil can be identified by, I've probably just gone past him by looking at him. Here you go. The foil can be identified by looking around the edge, and you've got a bronzy gold, well, more of a gold to be honest with you, border, as well as it saying the SG flashes and looks gold. So click on this one. Here you go. Green board all the way around for his uncommon. Notice offense is still 88, defense is still 77, rebound is still 80. But his playmaking has gone up in the foil version. It's 83. On the common version, it's 81. Also, notice that the playmaking is no longer a specialization. It doesn't have the white plus next to it. So if we were to click on improve, just to show you, specialization, we go down, it's only on rebound. Okay. Go back to his foil version. There you go. Go to improve, and he has it on both rebounding and playmaking. Now, if I were to use in his specialization where this white plus is and click upgrade, if I was to use the only specialization I had, what would happen is he would get a boost to both his rebounding and his playmaking because he has both abilities. Okay, so if I were to use it on his normal uncommon card, which wasn't a foil, and use a specialization, it would only improve his rebounding. Okay, so what specializations do, they give you a permanent boost to that stat for every game. Okay, using charges will only work for a set number of games, in this case 3. Now, the weaker card you use, the less charges they provide. So for example, you need to use 3 uncommon cards to get 3 charges. And for the sake of doing it here, I will show you. So offense is at 88. If I click charge, and I will come and throw in any 3 cards, click charge stat, bang. Now he does 101 for his offense, not 88. What you will notice is it says plus 13 in black in the offense bar with 3 charges. Now if I go into a match and I use him when offense is called, then it will use a charge, and once all 3 charges have used up, he will drop back down to being 88. If I want to increase him again, I have to charge him up again with other cards. Now the same process is with ability, and for the purpose of this video I will use an ability as well. So I don't have any common, I won't have any uncommon either, and I will have to use a rare. Now it says, yes, do I have an offensive one? No, okay, right. I will use the scrapper at the top. Now the thing with abilities is abilities proc to your team. I believe every single ability now in this game are procs to your team. So obviously, for example, a +5 posterizer is going to be not as good as a +5 scrapper because it will give you 2 ability boosts. So for the sake of it, I'll use just one at the bottom to his offense. So I click it and I click set ability. Now he has a 12% chance, the ability says, to trigger his posterizer, which will give him or his team a +5 offense. Okay, now notice the 2 white crosses. It says rebound 4%, playmaking 4%. Once again, rebound, playmaking are both specializations. Therefore, if it is a rebound or a playmaking attribute that is called, he gets a bonus 4%. So the trigger ability will be at 16%. So it's 12% if he uses offense or it's defense. Yep, as standard, and he gets the 4% bonus if it comes in rebound or playmaking. Now, if his specialization was only, say, rebound, like his uncommon non-foil version, then he would only get the 4% boost in rebound and not in the playmaking. Now, there's 5 charges. So once this is used, a charge drops, and this goes all the way down to 0, where you then have to re-select a different ability for it to happen again. And obviously the training button comes as normal. Now, if you could take enhancements that got through the game, they're exactly the same as in the first, well, 2K15. We add an enhancement, it stays forever. The only difference is if you level a card up now, pro a card, then the enhancement will also stay. And what is pro in a card? That shall be the next thing that I come on to. Now, to pro a card, I will just use, I don't even know how many rares I've got that I can do it with. Okay, we will go back and have a look at some uncommons, because I might be able to show you here, and I can show you here in fact. We have a Marco Bellinelli, I'm going to say is his name. If I want to make him into a pro, I click sign a pro, and I can use Marco. Now, what I have here is it tells you that your main player must be level 30. So currently my Marco Bellinelli is not level 30, and I'm not going to make him level 30 because I'm not going to pro him up, but I'm going to show you what you would do. Now, notice my rookie contract says 7 above it, and it's highlighted in yellow. That means I can use it. I can use, should we say, fit the requirements to use a rookie contract, except for my middle card must be maxed out before it would actually take place. Now, this card in the middle with a question mark is a wild card. In this case, I would not waste a wild card on a uncommon person. If I was you guys, I'd keep your wild cards. You're going to want your wild cards for veteran and star contracts, especially when you move up the tiers and getting cards becomes more difficult. There's obviously an abundance of uncommon cards, so it'll be easier for you to just pull them from playing. Later on, you're going to want to use your wild cards or use the auction house, which I will come to. But you would do this, you would click rookie, and I would go to sign a contract, and obviously it's not highlighted at the moment because I haven't made Marco into level, fully trained to level 10. The 3 cards that are replicas of him, you don't have to use. Okay, now one of mine has slightly better stats, as you will notice, because he has that black arrow, which is his specialization. Well, it's just identifying what his specialization is, and as a result, he has 2 extra stats in that level. So let me just start off with his, for example. He is, the one in the middle is defense, so his defense is 81. Notice how the rest of the cards are all 79. If you go for his offense, the one on the left is at 88, all the other cards are 86. Okay, so the specialization can change on the card. When you get one with that specialization, it boosts that stat by 2 compared to the rest of the cards. So you can get exactly the same card, and you can have a different specialization, which is going to give a different boost in that ability. However, the foil card has extra points on top of it. So for uncommons, it seems to be 2 extra points, which will obviously magnify as they pro up. But here, depending on the cards, look, every single card looks different. They're not. It's exactly the same card. It's just his stat points have been slightly altered on each card depending where his specialization is. So you would sign him, bang, up here we go. You'd have a pro. Now, if you had a pro and it didn't have a enhancement slot, I think it gets 1 enhancement slot, and obviously all the rares etc. do have enhancement slots. get 2 enhancement slots. Now what I should do very quickly there is the contracts, just for the sake of it again, sign a pro. Notice if I click on veteran, I only need 2 cards. I still need my max card to be level, sorry, my main card that I'm keeping to be level 30. So any enhancements on any charges, I believe, all that stuff on your feeder cards will be lost. So if you're going to leave enhancements on the card, make it sure it's on your main card. And then if you use the star card, you only need the 1. Okay, so veteran, you can see you need 2 others. Rookie contracts, you need 3. Star, you need just the 1. So that is proing for you. So I've had a quick look at what foil cards are and the difference in them, showing you what charges are, and showing you abilities, how you can use them in games. Now you can do exactly the same in season mode. Now I have entered the season mode, but I've not really played it. I haven't used any charges on it. I just wanted to see what it was like. Results are actually up on screen as we see, and getting pounded 10-17. I am using energies now to play. I didn't play during the day. I just let all my people were basically on their arse, crawling around the floor, energize them up, see how I do for a little while now. And we've also had a look at proing and how to pro it. Contracts you can buy, or you can win them in games. I've won all mine in the game so far. All my cards are through just playing the game. Now, one thing I haven't done, but I will also show you very quickly, is the auction house. Now, you can sell cards here. Notice, sorry, I should go back there. If you come to the cards and you click quick sell, you can sell your cards now for reward points. Okay, notice I have a daily limit, tells you how long I've got left for daily limit, how long I've got for the weekly limit. I've used 48 points today so far, just selling common cards, and I have a week limit of 10,000 points. Okay, so you can sell your cards. Obviously, the rarer the card is, the more you get for it, and the more you feed a card up, the more you get for it. So all these cards will be worth 8 because they're base cards. If you, however, fed cards into it and it had a greater value, so say it was 5 out of 10 in being trained, it would be worth more. So you can sell cards. I sell a card here, click sell, yep, I get another 8 into my daily limit, another 8 into my total, and these reward points you could then use to purchase cards in the auction house, or by buying packs. Quickly go into the auction house. I have no bids, have no watch list, but my auctions, you can come here, create an auction. Now you don't get charged for it anymore, so you just have to pick a card that you don't want. Obviously there'll be certain cards which are going to be more desirable for people. Now at the moment I will just, for example, use a let's use a Jarrett Jack. Okay, now I can start the bidding cost at whatever I want to. Okay, now for example here I'm going to start the bidding at 1,000, and let's just say the buy it now cost at 1,200. I will set it up for 12 hours. There'll be a 30% take from the final sell, standard as in the other one. Click begin. Now you don't get charged for having to put an auction out. All you do is just lose part of what you get. Okay, but I can have up to 10 auctions at a go, so you can just keep rolling off cards here, and as you roll off cards you're going to get more points. Points can be used to buy stuff, and let's go to get cards. You can now use your reward points either in here on packs or in the auction. So what you would do, for example, is you would come in here and you would use your points. Now I wouldn't really use the points on any of these, ultra rare to uncommon or ultra rare, unless you want to try and get some contracts and stuff. It's, you know, it's not worth it. It's not worth buying any of these packs. You want to wait till you get to the bigger packs, save up, and potentially, you know, 10,000 here. At least you're going to guarantee yourself one super rare to epic. You'd be better off doing that. There is absolutely no point you buying these small basic packs. If you wanted to get draft picks, double picks, maybe, you know, maybe the extra packs, maybe you'll try and get some of these bonuses. or maybe you used a double pick so that you can have an hour's worth of 4 picks for a win rather than 2 picks, for example, or 2 picks for a loss rather than 1. But you're going to use it either on the bigger packs or you're going to save them for the auction house. And what you would do, for example, is you would come in, you would then, if you've got a contract like me, I have some super rares, I would come in and I would pick, I need to get someone from the Hornets, I am looking for, and you come down and you say to my Del Curry to pro him up, you smash in your search and bam, I can come and purchase a Del Curry right now for 1,001 credits. That seems to be what most people are doing, and that'll be it. Or I could obviously put a bid in. This guy's obviously started leveling these slightly, he's asking for a bigger amount, and you can do that. Come in, buy your card with your RP points, pro your card up, pro cards have better stats, and you're off. Okay, so this video has probably been about 15 minutes. It's not going to really include any gameplay. I'm going to go back and, in fact, I'll show one game, show you where I'm at. It's just to show you auction, to show you cards, to show you proing, to show the foil cards, to show what charging is, to show the abilities, the specialisation, what it does. So you've all got a basic quick look at the game itself. Okay, and I don't know what I'm doing, being fairly retarded here. So let's click on quick game. Banging record 175 for 7. Notice that this is no exiting out of the game during a loss or anything. I'm going to show you one game, explain to you what happens. I have just hit in super rare. I now have a full super rare team. Only super rares I've got them all by playing the game. Some of them are leveled up, as you can see. So first hit, I've just hit into super rare plus. Let me pick anyone who's, all these are in super rare, which means that the total combined abilities of all the players, so add up all their numbers, all these players can be less than mine. Okay, now what it might mean is they might have 3 people that are miles better than mine and 2 that are complete rubbish, but their total abilities, their stat points are going to be less than mine because they're in the they're in the rare tier, not super rare. So I know that for a fact. So I'm hoping, obviously, that as long as the games go out, I should beat them all. Now you have to play 4 games. One game will be a 2-man game. Okay, I have had 1 draw in this. Now the 2-man game, here's a big tip, okay, the 2-man game is worth points for both man, okay? So it's not like we play 3 singles, it's say 1/4 each, and the 4th single is rated as 1/4 as well. So you'll throw your 2 weakest people in the 2-man game as a loss and keep your 3 singles being high, hoping that you win 3-1. Or if you lose one, it's 2 when you go to overtime, it won't. If you won 2 of the singles and you lost the single and the double man, if you lost the double man with both of your weaker players and had 2 stronger players, you'd lose basically 3-2, so they would win. Okay, and that's how I started losing games. I didn't realise this till I was playing, so I'll try and show you. I choose one player, I'm looking at rebounding, bang, here we go, 208, play the guy, I'm going to win. Okay, I don't worry about the boosts. I win, so I'm up. Okay, 26-21, first quarter's mine. Now next quarter, 1 player, I'm going for defense, so I'll pick anyone, doesn't matter. Here we go, I'm going to win, so I'm now going to be 2 quarters up. Now these 2 players, if I try and lose, well, I don't know if I can lose, but I'll throw my 2 weaker players. I'm going to lost. Okay, so now look, 73-73. Notice that 2-player game cost me technically 2 quarters. Okay, so I won the first 2, I lost the 2-player, I'm now 73-73. So watch out for that. Hopefully I won't bother with the boost, so I should win this quite easily, even with their foul. And I win the game 99-94. So it's going to be very, very, very hard for you to get into a playoff. The playoff is only going to happen if you're tied up into the last game and you match the stats. Only time you get in overtime. When that happens, for me anyway, all 5 people come up and pick the thing. I just pick my best person and I happen to win. So there you go. I have shown you basic gameplay. I've tried to explain the tag team element of it now, so your alley-oop or whatever you get for it, and I have tried to explain everything else. So thank you for watching. I've been MyTyme. I'm only trying to show this to people who are interested, so you can get a grasp of the game quickly, like I have tried to, and you can jump right in before you throw away cards that maybe you want to keep, or you suffer loads of unnecessary defeats because you're thinking, what's going on, I don't understand. So hopefully you understand it a bit more. If you're not sure, leave me a comment, I will try and answer it for you. I'm not worried, don't have to like. It obviously helps if you do. I'm just doing this to share because I enjoy the game and I want to help people. So thank you, been a pleasure, see you soon.